Most Airbnb listings fail for one simple reason. Guests scroll straight past them. In this episode, we're breaking down 5 ways to optimize your OTA listing so more guests click on your place and actually book it. In this episode of Host Planet Bitesize, powered by Hostfully, I'm joined by Geri from Orange Rentals. Kyle works with short-term rental listings every day and understands what actually makes properties stand out on OTAs like Airbnb and Booking.com. If you're a host or property manager looking to increase clicks, improve conversions, and generate more bookings, this episode is packed with practical advice. Let's get straight into it. Kyle, thank you for joining us on Host Planet Bitesize. You've got 5 OTA optimization tips to share, so take it away with tip number 1.
Thank you, James. Tip number 1 is to improve the listing title. So Airbnb in particular has 50 character limits on the title, but on all the other OTAs as well, it's sufficient to make sure that you are popping the title as your biggest feature. All your best things go into title. So, for example, you might want to put in free parking if you've got free parking. Not everyone has that. Or if you've got something the property, such as more TVs, I found that a property that had 5 TVs did really well when it had that put in the title, and so on. So if you sort of optimize the listing title to make sure that it shows all your best features of a property and that's within that 50 character limit, that it performs really well on Airbnb and all the other OTAs as well.
Great tip. So should it be your best amenity or your best selling point? Is that what should go into your title rather than nice house or something very generic and banal?
Exactly. So you want to avoid things like cozy or quaint or even putting 3-bedroom or 2-bedroom, even that sort of thing you want to avoid from the title because it's already elsewhere in the listing. You want to advertise all your best features, and especially in the order that they are appealing. So people read left to right generally, so you put in your best feature first, move across to the next best, and then you go all the way to the end.
In terms of getting that title right, then, obviously you want to include your amenities in there. Is it worth using a tool like maybe ChatGPT? Could you put your listing in or give them a few examples of what you like and ask it to come up with some titles which might work well on platforms like Airbnb?
You certainly can do. So what I normally like to do is I do sort of a bit of brainstorm, put down all my favorite things about the property, all the things that are unique to that property, things that would stand out, kind of describe it in a few words in a notepad, pop that into ChatGPT, ask it to keep it under 50 characters and choose all the best appealing Airbnb optimized words. And then it usually gives you a few different options and you can pop it in your most favorite option out of those.
And with the title as well, do you change them fairly often? Do you go back a few months later or maybe if a property isn't going as well as you thought, you might, okay, well, let's try changing the title?
100%. You'd probably want to do that maybe twice a year or 3 times a year at the most. You'd probably want to do that with the title, with the photos, and with the rest of the description every now and again as well. Small changes in the description or in the title show Airbnb that you are an active host, and that pushes you to the top of the search rank again. But you don't want to change too often. But if you are seeing a dip in occupancy, it is best to just give the title a bit of rework. Same with the photos and same with the text.
Yeah, just refresh your listing a bit. Okay then, Kyle. So tip number 2.
Tip number 2 is to improve the description. So initially on Airbnb, but also on other channels, there's a short description first of all. And on Airbnb in particular, most of the guests you're looking to advertise to, they're mobile-based these days, so they're not going to see your full description. They'll see about 250 or 300 characters of your message. So the best thing to do with that is to optimize it so that your most important, most sellable, most attractive parts of your listing are put into that description first. So you might do a brief opening such as, come stay at this lovely property in city or town nearby this sort of amenity or feature, and then you can put the rest in. And you kind of want to do a shortening of your description. So do the bedroom count or do what it's nearby to and all the best things that you can think of about that property just in that first section there, the first 250 or 300 characters, so that the mobile users especially get to see it without having to click show more.
Would you use bullet points for that section or, just, is it really short sentences?
It is. It's sort of short sentences, maybe one big opening sentence, but then you want to use the majority of your characters for those additional bullet points. You can use bullet points. I use bullet point. Sorry, you can use bullet points, or you can use emojis, which is what I use the most of. It doesn't flag as an issue on Airbnb what emojis you use most of the time, but you'll see an issue pop up if it has an issue with it. But yeah, most emojis can be used and they stand out.
And interesting what you say there about mentioning kind of the tourist hotspots that are nearby. If you're near, like, I don't know, a football stadium or a theme park or something that people might be searching for because they're visiting that place, it's worth having those things in your description, right?
It certainly is, exactly. If it's a really big thing, such as Anfield Stadium, where I'm from in Liverpool, Anfield Stadium's a really big place. People are always searching for it. I'll put that in the title sometimes. But if you have it in your short description, 100% that makes it much more converting.
All right, then, quick pause. This episode is powered by Hostfully, which helps professional hosts and property managers run more efficient short-term rental businesses with powerful PMS tools and industry-leading digital guidebooks. If you want to streamline your operations and deliver a better guest experience, simply scan the QR code on screen if you're watching on YouTube, or click the link in the show notes to book a demo with a big friend of our show, Frank Bosey. And don't forget, Host Planet listeners get an exclusive discount, $500 off onboarding for the property management software and 30% off digital guidebooks for life. All right, back to it. Kyle, what's tip number 3?
Okay, tip number 3 is to do with the photos themselves. On Airbnb, but also most other OTAs, the first 5 are the most important photos you've got. So you'll put them in as the most eye-catching photos you can think of for that property. Starting off with the most attractive part of your property, the most attractive space. Could be a bedroom, or could be a living room, or anywhere else. You put that as number 1. And then you go on as kind of the next best until you hit about 5, because that's what you can see on Airbnb and on most channels. And you want to make sure that you do this because most guests move on very quickly. They've got a lot of options on these channels to choose where they want to stay. And if they can see that it's a nice property and you've got all the photos there and they're all captioned with what's in each room and so on, then they can see what they need to see straight away. Because Airbnb have said before that people will move on very quickly from your listing if they don't immediately see what they expect to see. If they can't see a washing machine in the property or something in the description saying there's got one, they will move on. So the first 5 photos are very well important across all of your listed OTAs.
And how important is it that those photos are bright and appealing and ideally taken by a professional photographer?
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Photos taken from a professional photographer work the best because they know what to do, especially if they've worked with Airbnbs before or other short-term rentals. They know how to frame the room, how to make the lighting work for the best of the property. And in particular with Airbnb, more so than anywhere else, they have got an inclination for these professional photos. If they see that it's a photo taken from your phone or it's a vertical shot and not a landscape shot, for example, it will not do well on the search ranking compared to those with professional photos.
Definitely make them high resolution, bright and appealing as possible. And think about what time you're taking them as well. Don't take them at night. Take them when there's a bit of natural light. All right then, Kyle. So tip number 4.
Okay, tip number 4, I would say, is a call to action. You always need to prompt these guests or future potential guests to book your property. And there's a couple of ways to do this, but the best way to do it, I found, is in the sections below of your Airbnb listing, below the description, where you have other things to note or things like that. You can pop in that add us to your wish list. Hit that little heart button in the corner, and then you'll be able to see when prices drop or when availability comes up and so on. You can also say book now to avoid disappointment because this property won't be available for very long. These are high demand dates and so on. But yeah, giving a guest a call to action is very important because not everyone thinks the same way everyone else does. So they'll think it's always going to be there, for example, and they'll be disappointed when they come back and it's been booked up.
Yeah, great tip there. Yeah, adding it to the favorites then, like you say, then the potential guest is getting the alert if, the price goes down or whatever. Yeah, really, really good tip. Like that one. Okay, then tip number 5.
Okay, tip number 5 is the new listing promotion with Airbnb, especially. It works fairly well across all your other OTAs as well, but in particular with Airbnb, when you first upload a new property, it's not going to have the reviews, it's not going to have the traction straight away to get those bookings in quickly. But if you make it so that you allow for people to stay at a very cheap rate and you set your maximum nights at like 5 and your minimum nights at 1, then you can get a quick succession of small stays, quick stays, good experience, cheap prices, everyone's really happy, they leave, you follow up with a good review, you're asking for a review, they leave a 5-star, and you get a few quick ones. Once you hit 3 on Airbnb, your listing is now mature and it can decide to compete with everything else. And if you hit 5, and if you hit 5 stars in particular, you're now on the road to guest favorite, which puts you in front of a whole new audience. So it's very important to start off strong and to build that momentum so you can then achieve better results later on.
Do you know what? I did a video about this recently, and one of the things I said was that some people, they kind of like test the water with Airbnb. They don't put great photos on there. They just think, oh, well, we'll put a listing together and see if anyone books. But the time to get it right is from the start, because Airbnb prioritizes new listings. And if your photos are not great and you don't kind of get the bookings and the interest that Airbnb wants you to get, then you're going to go down the algorithm. So get those photos right, get the listings right, listen to these tips right from the start, and it's going to give you such a head start over the competition. All right then, Kyle, tell us a bit more about Orange Rentals and where people can find out more, and also just give us the lowdown. I know that you're a Hostfully user, so just tell us about Hostfully and how it helps you to run the business.
Absolutely. So Orange Rentals is a short-term agency in Liverpool. That's where we're based primarily, but we are expanding across all of the Northwest and all of the UK as well. We do all sorts of properties from small 1-beds to big 5-bedroom houses and so on. But yes, with Hostfully, we started off with them in February last year, and it's been amazing ever since because we've been able to grow quicker, automate as much as possible, and handle a much bigger guest intake. People are always messaging at all times with Airbnb and Booking.com and so on. So to be able to respond to them quickly and have all your listings pushed to all the other channels quickly so you get more demand comes through, it's brilliant. And I've been a heavy user of Hostfully since the beginning, but I can't say a bad word against them. They've been absolutely phenomenal.
Fantastic. Check out the details in the show notes and make sure you look at those special offers. We've got the $500 off onboarding for the property management software and 30% off digital guidebooks for life. Kyle, it's been a real pleasure. Thank you for sharing those tips and for joining us on Host Planet Bitesize.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Now I want to ask you something. When was the last time you optimized your Airbnb listing? Drop a comment below and tell us what's the one thing you'd improve about your listing today. Is it your title, your photos, or your description? Because sometimes small changes to your listing can lead to big improvements in bookings. All right, that's it for this episode of Host Planet Bitesize. If you found this useful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with another host or property manager who wants more bookings. New episodes drop every single week, packed with practical short-term rental insights to help you grow your business. This is Host Planet Bitesize, powered by Hostfully. Until next time, happy hosting.